Well, it's been a year to the day since I enrolled on Zed Monopoly's trading course, and I thought it'd be a good idea to have a look back over the journey so far to see where I am now and to see what it has taken to get here. Was it all worth it in the end, and could I have done it without Zed's course? Would I recommend it? And how successful am I a year down the line? So many questions, so little time, so let's just get on with it. Roll titles. Now just quickly, I want to let you know that I've just launched my new Instagram page, so just search for Math Market and follow me for more daily content. Now before I go back to the beginning, let me start off by telling you where I am today. Well, a year ago today, I bought Zed's course, and I can tell you that only 1 month ago from now, I finally turned a profit for the very first time. Now I'm not saying this to put you off, as believe it or not, this is not a bad thing. I'm saying this to make something very clear, and that is this. Zed makes trading look very, very easy. That's how everybody gets lured in. You watch his videos, he makes a ton of money, and you think, well, that looks darn easy, I could do that. Now the point is that yes, you can do it, but not quite as quickly as you might think. Yeah, some people will pick it up much quicker than others, but on the whole, for you to become consistently profitable when trading the stock market, it takes a hell of a lot of time and practice, as well as going through the very important process of experiencing big losses, which is what every trader must and will go through at first. So if you're watching this and wondering whether to buy Zed's course, then you need to ask yourself one question, and that is this. Am I willing to dedicate a large portion of my time into practicing this new skill? If the answer to this question is no, then don't go any further, turn this video off and save yourself from wasting money on the course and from inevitably losing it all to the market. If, on the other hand, the answer to the question is yes, then ask yourself the question again and really make sure that you're sure. And if the answer is still yes, then I can certainly recommend Zed's course as a great way to enter the stock market world and to set you up for a potentially successful trading career. Now, if you're worried that Zed might be a scammer because you've heard people online claiming him to be one, then I can assure you that he is not a scammer. Yes, he makes a ton of money selling his course, and so he should. But it's clearly obvious that he makes the majority of his money through genuine trading. You know, the people out there who call Zed a scammer are people who have bought his course believing that they could make a ton of money straight away, but they end up losing it all instead. And so they blame Zed for scamming them. Well, you didn't get scammed. You just didn't put the time and effort in. Now, Zed's course is a starting ground. It's a foundation for you to build upon. You're not buying a secret recipe for the stock market. You're not buying a cheat sheet with all the answers on. You're buying a tried and tested way of thinking, a framework for which to build your own strategy upon, and you're buying into a community which is a goldmine of information, knowledge, ideas, and guidance. So what was my path since enrolling on the course? Well, obviously I watched the course videos and then I watched them all again, and then I opened up a demo trading account with a broker, and I was prepared to paper trade for 3 months. But in the end, I actually ended up paper trading for 9 months. I just didn't feel I was ready to use real money until I felt comfortable and confident in my trading. So paper trading is when you can trade exactly like you would in the real world, but just with virtual money to practice with instead of using real money. Now, throughout the first 2 to 3 months, I went over and over the course because as you get more and more familiar with the way the market works, then the content in Zed's course starts to make more and more sense as you start to relate to it. I was also really engaged in the private Discord chat room. I was way too nervous to type anything at first because I was a total noob and I didn't want to say anything stupid. But I watched and observed from the shadows and I took in everything everyone else was saying. And then eventually after a month or so, I started to chime in, and as my confidence grew, I'd help out newcomers with questions they might have. And all this really helped to grow my confidence in myself as a trader and further my knowledge as well. The course itself was very comprehensive and it took me a while to get my head around everything, including the patterns and the psychology and how the market reacts to positive and negative news. But with repetitive practice and keeping a trading journal, it definitely started to make more and more sense as time went on. Now, for the first 6 months, I didn't do particularly well at all. I almost seemed to get worse as I went on, and you can see from this chart, which shows my weekly profit and loss for the first 6 months, that I gradually lost more and more demo money month after month. Again, don't be put off by this, as it is totally normal and a process we all go through. You know, nobody can become proficient in a skill overnight, so you just need to be prepared to lose a lot at first while you're finding your feet. And don't give up when it feels like all you do is lose, because those losses and mistakes you make at this stage of your trading career are vitally important lessons that will develop your skills in the future. And when I finally got to the point when I was ready to use real money, which, like I said, was 9 months after I started the course, I funded my account with £8,000 and I pretty much lost more than half of it straight away, which again is also fairly common for new live traders to make big losses early on, because trading with real money for the first time after using demo money is incredibly scary and emotions can really get the better of you. But after wiping almost half my account, my mindset and attitude completely flipped and I saw the market in a totally different way. It sort of reset everything in my head and cleared the way for me to start trading better than I'd ever traded before. And I recouped all the money I'd lost in just over a month, more than doubling my account from £3,500 back up to £8,000 again. That was only a month ago, and now I'm steaming ahead in profit, hopefully looking to double the account again soon. This is not to say that it takes everyone a year to become profitable. It might take you 5 years, or it might take you 6 months, or you might even become profitable straight away. Everyone is different, so go at your own pace. Now, I don't trade stocks anymore. I only trade futures, so the FTSE and the Dow Jones. And when I joined Zed's course, there wasn't really much info on futures, but I think that might have changed now as he's massively improved on the course and added content from a few other mentors as well. So the course sounds way better now and more in depth than when I did it last year. But I learned Zed's way of trading stocks and I really loved it. I loved doing the research and looking into all the different companies and earning reports, and I wasn't too bad at it. But then the lockdowns started easing and I was getting back into my job and I had less time to dedicate to researching stocks. So I needed to find another way to trade that didn't take up so much of my time. And so I discovered trading futures instead. And I've been doing that ever since. But I wouldn't be able to trade the way I do today had I not done Zed's course and been part of the community. Well, for starters, I wouldn't have even gotten into the stock market in the first place had I not stumbled upon Zed's channel. But joining the community and learning his strategy gave me the foundation to kickstart my trading career. Could I have done it on my own? Absolutely no way. I may have tried, but I wouldn't have had a clue what I was doing, and I most certainly would have lost everything. Zed helped me to understand why you need to have a strategy and how to use it. And being part of the community offered a wealth of information and support. And now a year on, I look back at those first few weeks and months, and I'm so grateful that I found the course and that I stuck with it. Because now that initial foundation of education is earning me money. Money that I can make whilst I'm still in bed. Money I can make whilst I'm anywhere in the world. And it's going to give me the freedom to live the life that I want to live. There are lots of mentors out there. I happen to go with Zed Monopoly, and this is my journey. But you have to go with someone who is right for you. And so well done for doing some research by watching videos like this one. You're already on the right path to success with that kind of mindset. Now maybe in a year from now I'll do another video 2 years on from doing the Zed Monopoly course, and we'll see where I am then. But in the meantime, I hope that helped to shed some light on the subject. If it has, give us a like and a subscribe and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Now keep on researching, be patient and don't give up. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.